Dynamic rules. Traders can now create rules based on IV or combined premium and monitor the combined premium, IV, and delta of the selected straddle or strangle. Let's explore some ways to enter and exit using dynamic rules. Entry based on IV. If you want to sell 900 quantities of strangle 500 points away from spot when IV of ATM straddle is greater than 25, you can do this by selecting straddle 0, which is ATM straddle. Choose max IV, choose greater than, type 25, select sell, set the quantity to 900. Select strangle 5, which is strangle 500 points away from spot, and check the checkbox to activate the rule. Entry based on combined premium. If you want to sell 600 quantities of ATM straddle, when combined premium of strangle 2, which is strangle 200 points away from spot, is greater than 30. You can do this by selecting strangle 2, choose premium, choose greater than, type 30, select sell, set the quantity to 600, select straddle 0, which is ATM straddle, and check the checkbox to activate the rule. Add quantity to current position. If you want to add 300 quantities to all existing positions, both sold and buy positions, when IV of ATM straddle goes above 25. You can do this by selecting straddle 0, which is ATM straddle, choose max IV, choose greater than, type 25, select add, set the quantity to 300, select all positions and check the checkbox to activate the rule. Exit based on IV. If you want to exit only the sold positions when the IV of straddle 0, which is ATM straddle, goes above 35. You can do this by selecting straddle 0, choose max IV, choose greater than, type 35, select exit, select all sold, and check the checkbox to activate the rule. Trailing exit based on IV. If you want to trail IV by 1 point and exit when the value is breached, you can do this by selecting strangle or straddle, choose max IV, choose greater than, type 35, select TSL exit, select all, set by how many points to trail, and check the checkbox to activate the rule. For example, if the trailing point is 24.60, the trailing exit will decrease by 1 point for each 1 point drop from this level. Trailing exit based on combined premium. Similarly, if you want to trail the combined premium by every 2 points and exit when the value is breached, you can do this by selecting strangle or straddle. Choose premium, choose greater than, type 110, select TSL exit, select all, set by how many points to trail, and check the checkbox to activate the rule. For example, if the trailing point is 81.15, the trailing exit will decrease by 2 points for each 2 point drop from this level.